Okay, we got Miracle Mike's Miracle Thread at the top. We got Anglerdream Nylon Thread at the bottom. Which one do you think would be better? Good morning, YouTubers. This is Scuba Chris. I'm here on the beautiful North Shore of Oahu, and we're going to be dunking today, which is basically our term for chunking baits. So I'm going to be using some taco, which is octopus, and for soft baits here, I kind of wanted to stake on the hook, especially with the small fish around, trying to yank the bait off to possibly the softer bait, having the bait coming off during the throw, because we put everything into our cast here, trying to get as far as we can. Now, normally I would use Atlas Mike's Miracle Thread. This is nylon stretchable thread. It looks white here, but in the water it turns invisible. That's 100 feet. Now this would normally last me maybe 6 to 8 months of average usage. Okay, I've been turned on to something a little bit different now. Look at it too. Atlas Mike's Miracle Thread, Anglerdream Miracle Thread. This thread here is not 100 feet, it's 100 meters. That's 3.3 feet to meter. This is over 3 times more length. Now this one here, you buy 2 of these, you're looking at like 20 something dollars. I bought a box of 8 of these, cost me roughly the same. Okay, so do the math. This is, you're gonna get a lot more out of this. But how is this gonna do? Well, this is my first day using it. We're gonna put it to the acid test. So I have a leader here made up. So we're gonna use a piece of taco, which is octopus tentacle. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna show you how I do it. A lot of people here, they like to take the skin off, but you know what? Take the skin off, looks right, it tracks them more at a distance. But the predator fish look at octopus, to me, this is how I feel, and they don't see it white, they see it natural color with the skin on, so I leave the skin on. I've done it both ways, and I don't notice any difference in my ratio of hits. So what I do is I usually start about maybe 1.5 to 2 inches down from the bait. Start the hook through. Taco or octopus is pretty good. Normally it won't come off because it's tough, but I'm trying to show you something today. So you see that? And we're gonna go to a second time. Okay. Now we got the hook running to the second. Normally this should hold all day, but I'm just trying to show you what it is with softer baits. When I say softer baits, baits like shrimp, and especially fish. What I do, see the eye of the hook here? I'm gonna start above the eye of the hook. Now for the first one, I would demonstrate the Miracle Thread. And I do it starting above the eye of the hook because it helps hold it on, okay? So you just have to give a couple wraps. I usually do about like 5 or 6 wraps, you know, don't have to be exact. See, like that. See how the thread cuts into the meat? And instead, you can get a scissors, you can cut it, use your teeth, but just pull, okay? And this has always worked well for me. Now we're gonna try the bottom part. The bottom part here is I'm gonna use the thread, the new thread, Anglerdream, I mean. So we're gonna use Anglerdream on the bottom part. 1, this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're just gonna pull it again. Exactly the same thing. Okay, we haven't tried any hookups yet because we haven't had any hookups, but see what happens. See, there's a better presentation. The softer baits, people use gizzards, liver, fish, shrimp. This will help keep it on the hook. Now, for years, I've always liked Atlas Mike's Miracle Thread, but like I said, it's the same thing as this. The only difference is that this is 100 feet, while this is 100 meters, okay? So this is a lot cheaper, and 2 of these is roughly the same price as 8 of these. All right, so I'm gonna give this a try today and see what the difference is. I don't think it's gonna be any difference, but I just wanna show you that for your money, you may wanna consider Anglerdream Nylon thread. It's basically the same thing, that the thread is stretchable, and in the water it's still invisible. Thanks, guys. All right, you know, I tried both. I've been using it for a while. I'm using this new one here, and I'm using the Atlas thread. You know what? There's no difference. The only difference really is that there's 100 feet in here versus 100 meters in here. The only other difference is, okay, look at the thinness and the thickness of the line, if you can see that. The Miracle Thread, the Atlas Mike Miracle Thread, is much thicker than the other brand. That could be why there's so much distance rolled up in that one, okay? This one here in comparison, and this tube can only hold so much, even though it's thicker. This is a gigantic tube. So I would say it's up to you, it's personal preference. Me, I'm gonna make the switch. I'm sorry, but I've always gone with Atlas Mike's Miracle Thread. I'm gonna start using this one because it's just more in it. And the thread is not inferior quality. It breaks when you pull hard on it. The bait doesn't come loose. And I've been here all day and I've had little nibblers nibbling at it and I've never had it break. So I would say, for me, this is my preference. I'm gonna be using this one from now on. But it's up to you. You can use this one too, but you know, I'm also looking economic sense. 2 of these will equal up to a box of 8 of these. Your choice. Thanks.